What's touched me more than anything, I think, is the sacrifice that people will make to sow the seeds who want to harvest, and they've sown the seeds into this work. And the people in our church have been so faithful and so loyal. We're not very big church at all, but to have achieved this within a congregation the size it is a miracle in itself. But it's not just as being the congregation, it's been sowing and planting into friends' lives, and you realise the value of friendship. And then you don't realise when you're sowing seeds into people's lives as your friends, that when you need something, then you have got something for them to draw on from them, and they want to be a part of it. Absolutely. And I think that's what I value more than anything, is the friendships we've made in the last 30-odd years since Stephen became a Christian. It's been, and these friends are, they really are Christian friends. Yes. Are friends for life. We're going to spend eternity together as well, but the wonderful part is that you can have a little bit of eternity down here if you really care for your friends, as Jesus said. Jesus said, I call you my friend, and Jesus was the first friend that we know as a Christian. And I just want to say thank you and value how much we value the friendships we've made in the body of Christ, especially the ones within our church. We aren't just the pastor, we're their friends as well.
We've also made friends outside of the church. We're partners with several ministries, and we help other ministries to achieve their aims by sowing into their lives. And we know that when we've been sowing and sowing and sowing, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. When we look at this building, we're starting to realise we are reaping the harvest of the stuff that we have sown into other people's lives and into the lives of ministries who help other people. And so we're just grateful for any opportunity to sow, because we do believe in seed time and harvest shall not cease, and we continue to believe that.
Going through the process of redoing this building up has really taught me the lesson about seed time and harvest in Genesis, that it will never fail, because way back, how many years ago was it you got that revelation of sowing the seed?
That has to be a good 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah. We believe in God for £1 million, because we sowed some seeds out of our own finances when Stephen left the army, and we believed God for a building cash paid, our home cash paid, and a vehicle cash paid, and we sowed those seeds out of our gratuity when we left the army. And then later on, about 12 years ago, the Lord showed Stephen one morning, you don't have to believe me for the £1 million, you need to believe me for the seed that will bring in the million. And so he shared it with the church at 10:30 that morning. And by 1:30, we had the cheque in our hand for £10,000 to sow as a seed, because somebody in our church had been on their heart, God had put it on their heart to provide us with the seed. He provides seed for the sower. And that's another thing that I now know is so true. And it was no hardship. We prayed to see where we would send the seed and plant it into good ground, and we were shown the ministry to sow it into, and we did. And now we're reaping the harvest, and we know there's more to come. This building, in February, we have to find £400,000 to purchase this. Now, God is faithful, he's no man's debtor.
That's right.
And we're believing, and we've already received, by faith, that finance is done. And I can see the paid in full sign, when it's stamped by the owner and it's handed over to us. And that's the exciting part of walking by faith, because Daddy God is so faithful. He really is faithful.